In this video we will learn how to produce sectioning models in 3D Studio Max based on 3D forms with a simple boolean operation. My 3D object, I started with a simple box. I just added poly on top, and in animate mode go into my edges, select these two edges, and then I just go into my connect settings, and you can just see that I can add new edges. I can also just move these edges like this, and the advantage for my animate actually is that I can always go into my settings, and again I can change my settings. So this was my starting point. I just delete this box, and here you can see the result. It's my edit poly, connect, and animate mode. It's my extrude of this box. Next thing is my smoothing groups, because on top I have a mesh smooth with my smoothing group with iterations 4, and on top I can see my topology in edit poly. I just activate this, and if I go into my smoothing group and I reduce my iteration, then you can just see that it increases or decreases the amount of polygons, and everything is in animate mode. For example, if I go and extrude again, I can just go into my settings and I can change my extrude. So it's a quite good parametric model. I just do this again in my connect, and you can see that I can move my connect point. I should definitely not change the topology. Even this I can do. It's probably quite interesting that I can add the amount of segments, and you can see that it's moving, but that's definitely not what I want. Anyhow, it's a really simple 3D objects, and based on these 3 objects we now create our sectioning model. Okay, let's look at my viewports, top view and front view. And in front view I just go into create, and I create a standard primitive, just a plane, somehow like this. I just move my plane down, and I will not explain too much, but it's definitely good to have more or less the same topology in your plane than in my model. I increase this a little bit. You can figure it out by yourself. If you have only one segment in length and one segment in width, sometimes you can see that in your boolean operation that it doesn't look good anymore, that there are some creases and ridges which we actually don't want. Okay, so this is my plane. I just call this okay, I move it onto my object, so there's a clear intersection that my sectioning plane is bigger than my object. Next step, I go into select and move, into edit, and then duplicate and array. And if I go into my preview, I can just say I want to have 10 sectioning planes. And if I now extend my my y direction, you can already see that I can build nice sectioning planes, and obviously you can also start rotating it. In y direction it doesn't make sense. Just go in z direction. You can see that it rotates. Just a second, we just change the color of my layer so we can see it a little bit better. So I think that's already much better. So again we go into edit, and then duplicate, and here in array, and then I go again into preview and extend it in my y direction. So, and you can change it in the z direction. You can see what's going on. I just leave it with 0, but anyhow you can do whatever you want. So this looks really good. Okay. Next step you have to do is I just copied it as an instance. I actually don't need it as an instance because I want to attach all the other objects. So the first object has to be unique, important. I add an edit poly on top. I go into attach under edit geometry in my attach list, and just because I'm in my isolate selection mode, I know that only these sectioning planes I want to attach. This fits 9 objects. Attach, and then they're all one object. Okay, that's already good. I'd select my basic shape. It's probably good to copy it to the side, so I have it one more time as a copy. I choose this one. My sectioning planes, by the way, I also copy. A good point to save your scene right now. Anyhow, let's continue. I just go into create compound objects boolean. And so the only thing I have to do is I have to go into operation intersection, go into pick operands, and select my shape array, and here we go. We have nice sectioning planes, and yeah, that's it. So what you now have to do is these sectioning planes don't have any dimensions. You just add a shell modifier on top. Shell, here we go. And then you can define the dimensions, and yeah, this already looks quite good. There's one little mistake happened. Could be that I can get rid of this if I change the topology of my basic planes again. Probably take a different tessellation. I can also just add a edit poly on top. I go into my snap toggle, right mouse click vertex points. I select my vertex, and then just in this case move it here on this one, and then it already looks much better. A little bit of a crease here, but the basic shape looks good. Okay, let's do vertical sectioning planes slightly different. I just take my copied sectioning planes, go into my angle snap, and turn this around 90 degrees. Okay, like this. And so we can already see that they're now horizontal. Just move this down. I switch on my angle snap, and I can scale it in a way that it fits, and obviously you can also just create new section planes, but I just use what I have, and move this on top of my second object, somehow like this. Scale it down a little bit. Anyhow, if you just build it new with array, then you can do it precisely, but I'm absolutely fine with this right now. And this time we already add a shell modifier on top. Here's a shell modifier, and looks good. I just I make it slightly smaller. I just go into an amount of no, I want to show you something. We just go into amount of 2.5 centimeters. Okay, and now we do it slightly different. We already added the shell modifier on top. I just choose my object, go into compound, go into boolean, have intersection activated, go into pick operand, choose my sectioning planes, and we can just see that these sectioning planes are slightly different because it just follows also in the dimension of my sectioning planes my object, which is quite good if I really want this. And the only thing I have to do is I can just put this on top of the other shape, and you can see that the pivot point fits well in the center of the object. So I just go into align, click into my first section in planes, and say align center to center, somehow like this. It fits pivot point to pivot point, would also fit. This is more or less the same in this case. And here we go. Let's have a look at this. I just created a really easy, nice sectioning model without any Para 3D or any other parametric program, and you can also work on the dimensions. You can turn it, you can turn your sectioning planes however you want to, and I think that's a really easy way of simulating a nice sectioning model. Thanks for watching.